Boys, 317 is just cooked. It's done. It's cooked. So, Dricus du Plessis versus Khamzat Chimaev was scheduled, and everybody was hoping and praying, Khamzat, please don't get sick. Please don't get sick. You pulled out of 5 fights because you were sick your whole career. You know, it's scary. It turns out Dricus is injured. Dricus is injured, so that fight's off. That fight's off for 317. So, no movement in the John Jones versus Tom Aspinall fight. We know that's not happening. John Jones is delaying this as far as he can, and then as soon as he gets a date, he's going to wait until he's a week out from walking into the octagon, and he's going to pull out and then retire. And then he's going to waste 2 or 3 years of Tom Aspinall's career, just like Conor did to Michael Chandler. And Islam doesn't want to fight Ilya. Who is going to fight on 317? Who's going to... We can't have Merab fight. We cannot have Merab fight again. We cannot have Merab fight again. We can't have him fight again. We could have Magomed versus youre. Magomed versus youre sounds like a great idea. A great idea, okay? But the issue is, who is going to fight for the middleweight strap? Who's going to fight for the middleweight strap? Or, yeah, middleweight. It's middleweight. Who's going to fight for the middleweight strap? So anyways, Khamzat Chimaev, words aren't this guy's, strongest, strong point. But anyways, he comes out. He says, this guy, biggest bullshit. Okay. 4 words. 4 words. They're cohesive enough. I understand them. We thought you were going to get sick. So, listen. Carlo Brojalo from the Fighting Nerds comes out with a great idea. Says, listen, I know a guy who you can call me for the interim. You can call Carlo Brojalo for the interim. I actually, listen, coming as a Fighting Nerds hater, I actually don't think that's a bad idea. Now, the issue that I have with that is if Khamzat becomes champion, we will only see one defense a year, and it will only be in Abu Dhabi. Okay? Let's be real. Let's be real. Okay, let's be 1,000%. I would say give it to Jared Cannonier, but Brojalo's above Jared Cannonier. And there's nobody else in the top 5 that deserves it. Let's be real. Robert just got his teeth removed from Khamzat, who's looking for an opponent. Okay, Israel's done, coming off of 2 losses. Sean's done, coming off of a loss, and Nasruddin Imavov is coming off of a loss. Is he not? No, he just beat Izzy. Why don't you guys throw Nasruddin Imavov in there against Khamzat? I mean, I'm just not a fan of Khamzat fighting for the title, period. Okay? I'm not even too sure he's going to make it to the ring. Dricus at least gave us a few weeks' notice. A month, 2 months' notice. Khamzat's not doing that. Okay? Khamzat's going to tell us he has the flu 3 days before the fight. And they're going to have to scramble and call Moicano. Just like they did for Islam. I'm not a fan of Khamzat fighting for this belt. I did not think he beat Dricus at all. At all. So I don't think Dricus is running. There are reports of Dricus making people in his camp shave their mustache and just grow their beard so they could be Khamzat out, so he could train and get a little bit mentally focused. I believe that. This dude's a little shot out, I believe it. I do wonder, though, what injury he has. How long is he going to be delayed from returning? Is it a Jan Blachowicz shoulder blowout? Did he blow out his shoulder? Did he tear his bicep? What did he bruise his pinky toe? What's going on here? Nothing is confirmed. It's basically confirmed that he is out, that he is injured, but it's not confirmed on what happened. We don't know what happened. Charles got cut over the eye with the elbow during sparring, and that's what happened. But we got no idea what happened to Dricus du Plessis. Okay? Carl Brojalo, I don't think that's that much of a bad idea. I do think he might have the best odds out of everybody here to beat Khamzat Chimaev. I mean, Jared has great odds, right? But I don't really remember Jared being that great of a defensive wrestler. Okay, neither Brojalo, right? But Brojalo beat Cannonier. So maybe Brojalo has a good idea. Listen, the Fighting Nerds are just getting the God's graces. The Fighting Nerds are literally getting the God's grace this whole year. This is apparently the Fighting Nerds year. Okay, they got Gene Silva in there choking Bryce Mitchell to death. Marcio Ruffy spinning wheel kick retires Bobby Green, okay? Now, Brojalo's about to get called up to a title shot because the champion's fucking injured. And he's going to get an interim. Listen, I hope Dricus is able to return soonly, quickly, swiftly, but who knows what's going to replace 317? The heavyweight division shot the fuck out. We're not going to see nobody from the heavyweight division. Islam's running away from Tuporia. Maybe we get the Islam Tuporia fight. Maybe. Maybe. Or, we can convince Islam, like, look, listen, we're going to do a four-man tourney for you, Islam. You're at the top, okay? We're going to have Ilya, Charles, Armand Justin? Armand Justin? Patty Justin? Armand doesn't deserve to be in the tournament because he pulled out with a back injury one day before pay-per-view. Hey, I know that's never gonna happen, but convince the guy. We need a title fight for 317, and it's not looking like it's gonna happen. Okay, unless we get an interim with Hamza versus Brahalo, but I kind of don't want that. I'm gonna be real. I kind of don't want that. I kind of don't, because Brahalo wins. It's a loss for me. Okay, it's a loss. I like Brahalo. I like Ruffy. I gotta stand on my two. I gotta stand on my own two. These guys are getting so much promotion and pole riding from the UFC. I gotta sit here and put a stop to. You guys are not that good. Chill out. Brahalo's pretty solid. Brahalo's pretty solid. Ruffy's pretty solid. Gene though, no. Gene is not that good. Protest, we'll see. We'll see how good Protest is this Saturday coming up. But Gene, no. Ruffy and Brahalo, Brahalo's war with Cannonier was like salute. But this is a lose-lose for me, boys, if they decide to do this interim. I'm hoping maybe they do Nasruddin, Imavov versus Hamzat, but like, it's not interesting. I would be more interested in Brahalo fighting for the belt, honestly. Nasruddin doesn't sell. Brahalo definitely sells. Hamzat's sick ass definitely sells, but who knows? They might set up the interim, Hamzat versus Brahalo, and then Hamzat might pull out, and then they might have to pull Nasruddin in, or pull I don't know. That most of our divisions in the UFC are absolutely fucked. Okay, except for light heavyweight. Light heavyweight's good. Welterweight's all right. Middleweight is fucking shot out. Lightweight shot out. Heavyweight shot out. What else? Featherweight, shot the fuck out. Bantamweight, okay, bantamweight's full of murderers. And that's about it. So, featherweight, shot the fuck out. Light heavyweight's alright. Middleweight, lightweight, and heavyweight. Done. All shot out. All need a rework for the rankings. Anyways, boys, I hope Dricus is alright. I hope he just, got, his nipples twisted too hard. He needs a week off. You gotta ice the nips. Something, boys. Anyways, peace. It's your boy. I'll catch you guys later today.